Talking Normies podcast.
Our producer just said we can't watch the movie I want to watch next week, so now we have to pick a different
Now we have to do a woman on the verge.
Blaming it on the producer. Thanks, producer. I guess we can't watch Snowpiercer because we're going to react to it in the next 5 years.
What a douche.
There's a movie and a show.
There is a movie and a show.
I think there's a movie and a show.
We can do one of those.
Hi,
All right,
everybody.
hey, what up, y'all? It's the Talking Normies podcast. We're a bunch of Talking Normies sitting here. We do movies now. We are a group of friends who watch movies, and we watch those movies also with you guys, and you discuss them with us. So keep in mind, this is a movie podcast, and the point of the podcast is to watch and talk about the movie with us, but also we talk about other shit. There's also going to be an advice column later, because we do advice as well. Names.
Micky.
Hey, it's Pat.
I'm Spidey.
I'm Chris.
Please.
Hey guys, I'm waffling over here with my compute to say hi to everybody that's here. We got all of our lovely folks through Sunshine. We got the homie Edward. We got Keyblade. Hey, what up, Shadow? We got everybody. Everybody stopping through. We appreciate it when you guys come and watch along with us on Twitch. We usually answer the people on Twitch. If you're watching over on YouTube, you're watching on YouTube, and we will also occasionally answer those guys over there as well.
Yeah.
Do you want to open the chatty chat?
Chatty chat, no. Because once we open the chat, it's all about the chat. We'll open that
but
chat
the
later.
people in the chat have valuable information about our sound.
About our sound.
Mm-hmm.
What are they saying?
They're saying we're very low.
Oh, no.
It has been fixed.
Oh, it's good.
Good. Okay. Barbarella was indeed a wild ride. Also, the movie we watched this week was Barbarella. We will be talking about it later, and I have a sneaking suspicion that we will be telling Micky a lot about this movie.
I knew what was happening today.
Okay, yeah, totally.
I knew there was a
100.
podcast today. I wasn't running errands until 20 minutes ago because we're leaving for Chicago today, and I thought we were skipping today.
So first things first, off the rip, Godzillas.
The Godzillas.
Hey, we're in the era. We're back around to Zilla, baby. And unfortunately, I'm worried it's gonna the bubble's gonna pop pretty soon. So we got to get our Godzilla on.
But like weirdly, it's all good. Like all of the different Godzillas, they're good in their own right. Like Godzilla versus Kong, fire.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Shin Godzilla, whatever that was.
Hey, it is.
Godzilla was lit.
Guess who it's made by?
I don't know.
Just let me tell you, there's a lot of cicadas in that shit. You feel me?
Really?
Yes.
Yo, it is literally, it's just that show.
It's great.
Oh, they also use the same Timpani song. Dung, 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 dung,
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Bro, that shit went off.
Yeah. Apparently, it's the same creator,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and he just has that music on deck, and he's
That's
just
just-
using it all the time.
It's his ringtone.
Yeah.
Hideki Anno. Also did Shin Godzilla. So
Yeah.
womp womp womp. Who saw
All
that
right.
coming? And everybody
So-
was
so
like,
is that a movie or
"It's a movie."
It's a
And we got to
movie.
the end, and we were like, "What the fuck?" And one of the comments was like, "Oh, you guys thought it was going to be a super normal ending? Don't you remember Evangelion?" I was like, "Okay, well, when I was watching the movie, I wasn't aware that it was the same guy, but makes the ending. It doesn't make the ending make more sense."
Yeah.
But like I should have expected it, I guess. So Shin Godzilla though was a good one. You should definitely be watching it, Micky.
Should be watching.
I think I will.
What do you guys think else about about Shin Godzilla and the other Godzillas? Because we also got Godzilla -1.
I'm waiting for us to get to I remember being a kid and watching the animated one, and they had Godzuki. I don't know why I want to see Godzuki so fucking bad. Just give me the flying Godzuki Godzilla dragon and let me have my happiness.
-1 was really unique in
It's a masterpiece.
in like the time period that they set it in, the political climate that they set it in.
Mm-hmm.
And they also did a really good job of making Godzilla just kind of a curious guy. Like he didn't
He didn't do anything too much. He was
didn't-
just moving around.
He wasn't like maliciously evil. He was just getting shot at, and he's like, "I'm gonna have to nuke you." It's all I know how to do.
So what else you thought was
like
gonna
when he was
happen?
in the city, you could feel like he's just confused. He's not like trying to actively destroy things. He's just not where he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
He's like a big cat, but like the consequences is
Really, I was
This
thinking
is
like
where your fault
when
is.
Chester runs down here and somehow literally launches a fucking plane.
No.
Like, Chester, how did you do that? He's,
I think it's more like our cat because he will get into his like aggressive fit, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, God damn it, stop ruining my life. But also, I'm so sorry, but stop hurting me.
The scene where he's like swimming behind the boat, like
Yeah.
the look
Yeah.
in the eyes was so like primal and animalistic.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's not. It's like a shark following you. It doesn't
Right.
have an agenda. It's just there to fuck you up because it thinks
Yeah.
you're danger. Like,
He's like,
Or
it's
food.
here. I'm gonna get it.
You saw the one with the Colosseum, right?
No, he hasn't seen that one yet.
Which one was it?
That's New Empire.
New
Godzilla
Empire.
versus Kong. New Empire.
Okay.
Oh.
shit.
Where,
Wow.
spoiler alert,
It is confirmed that Godzilla is indeed a cat.
I will show you guys and spoil a little bit of it
He's
for you
got-
if you
he's got
don't mind.
cat
It's like
like-
one shot.
It's
But
so cute.
if you don't remember the trailer from that, King Kong gets a fucking power glove.
Huh? I'm
He
sorry.
does.
What?
Yeah, look, American
How?
Godzilla
You
is just
know
on
what?
some shit, dog. You
Hey.
gotta.
Oh wait, are the
Hey.
people on the side of Kong?
I don't
I am
know.
of the
I don't know who's on
opinion
the side of who.
that great Godzilla movies like Godzilla -1 are truly great and so much fun to watch. And then there's also the garbage Godzilla movies that are so much fun to watch.
yeah.
Godzilla sleeps in the
Look
Coliseum.
at it!
I
He's
wouldn't
a cat!
you know.
Wait, is the power glove from Mecha Godzilla?
If he fits.
Because they teased that.
Oh, Mecha Godzilla was in the Godzilla versus Kong movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We did
The-
Okay,
see-
where
I
does
can't-
the glove come from?
Look, you guys have to watch it. You got to figure out what Monarch's up to and why they would build a
Godzilla
power
versus
glove for a giant
Kong-
monkey. Okay.
I love
Out of
Godzilla versus
fucking
Kong
control.
exactly for that reason. Because like it's a dumb story, but it's not like
Let them
it's dumb good.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not dumb. It's
The
just like
people,
it knows what it is. We're boxing.
We're just having fun.
yeah. It's a
Yeah.
fun movie.
the people in Monarch, if it was real today, would actually build Jurassic Park. And
Oh.
make that shit
Mhm.
happen.
Bro, the people at there's the TV show Monarch that me and Ketty watch, which is just
Oh.
them being like
So
it's in
good.
between Godzilla attacks. It's in between the first Godzilla movie and then the Godzilla King of the Monsters, and
I want to
it's
watch it again.
it's got some fun family drama. I'm gonna put fun in big quotation marks there. It's a little but it's fun because occasionally they're just like, oh, there's a giant fucking monster now.
Of course.
And they do this thing where they're looking for Godzilla. They can't find Godzilla anywhere on the planet. And this is so in Godzilla versus Kong, we find out about the Hollow Earth, and everybody's like, oh, maybe Godzilla's in the Hollow Earth. Godzilla's just sleeping anywhere, like under sand. Like Godzilla's been under that sand for like who knows how long. Just wakes up, just like
To be
fuck you, wake me up, and he just fucks off. And it's like that's the whole show.
to be fair, every Godzilla movie starts with us fucking with Godzilla.
Yeah.
Like, he's
Mind
not,
his
he's just
business.
he's usually just in the water minding his own business.
Every time you see him in -1, like the first few times, he's literally just coming up on land, kind of got like
Oh,
cat
what's this?
zoomies, and he
Yeah.
turns, his tail
Cat
knocks over a
zoomies.
building, and he's like, oh, that was weird, and he keeps fucking moving. Like,
Yeah.
not here to destroy, it's just your things are in my way.
So I guess I'm saying all this to say, one, if you guys are on the channel, if you're hanging out, if you're watching the Normies, you haven't seen our reactions to any of the Godzilla movies, you're fucking up. Two, also watch Kaiju #8, because, not quite Godzilla,
Is that what
but
that is,
Yeah.
basically? It would make
Kaiju-
sense.
one guy works for the Kaiju cleanup crew. So, like, after a Kaiju gets slain, they're like, oh, we got to go clean this shit up.
Oh,
Is
that
it
sucks.
Pacific Rimish at all, or
It is...
Not really.
No.
Hmm.
Oh, also, see, we're talking about reactions we should be doing. I don't know why we ain't
Pacific
done
Rim.
Pacific Rim right now.
the
Yeah.
first one?
I put
there's-
Pacific Rim over
there's
Snowpiercer.
We need
multiples,
to
right? The
start the
second one wasn't
Monsterverse.
great, right? I heard.
No, the second one wasn't great, but then I think
the
they also
first
come
one
up
is
with an
like-
anime.
First one is like masterpiece on like Godzilla versus Kong level, where
Yes.
it's like a silly movie, but it's freaking awesome.
The
It's-
place where they hang out at is
so
called the
awesome.
Shatter Dome.
Have you
Like,
seen-
Yeah, I
seen
gotta
Pacific
wa-
Rim?
I think I started watching it like in theaters, and I don't know what happened.
Charlie Hunnam, right? He's in there,
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
right? Yeah.
I don't remember anything about it.
Idris Elba's in. it.
Dude, Idris Elba, dude. Oh my
Uh,
God,
Yeah,
it's
two guys,
so
one
fun.
Mac. Our brains got to link up. We share our memories and stuff.
Yeah.
We fight kaiju.
Yeah.
It's Power Rangers and Kaiju's.
It is.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So I don't know. We're in that kaiju era. I just think Kaiju #8 is fun, but it's like one of the guys is he can do a certain cool thing. He can turn into a kaiju occasionally.
Honestly,
and it's like, oh no, what's gonna happen?
there is a lot of juice with the Godzilla franchise, and honestly, with like the superhero fatigue, and all these other things that have been around for a while, I'd be down
Do a kaiju boom.
for a few years of kaiju boom.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 I'd be down.
I really want us to start Monsterverse reaction to the movies, but
Yeah.
Like kaiju
But-
monsters, or are we going alien, predator?
No. So the
No.
kaiju monster.
Or are we
verse.
going the failed monster verse that was never created because the
The-
first movie bombed?
my only worry is that we started with Godzilla -1, which is like
Top tier.
peak.
Yeah, it is. As you need to lower your expectations.
Yeah.
And
The
I
other ones
don't-
are
I don't
popcorn
know how
movies.
to explain it to the rest of the team and be like, okay, well, this movie is gonna be the best hot garbage you've ever seen.
A Mothra would slap.
Yeah.
Mothra
might-
spin-off.
I might get crucified for saying this, but like Godzilla -1 is for Godzilla what Andor is for Star Wars.
No,
Nice.
you can't get crucified for
Nice.
saying the
It-
truth.
It's just it's a story in that universe, but like taken dead seriously. There's no comedic relief. There's no goofiness.
If
None
Godzilla
of
wasn't
the,
in it,
none
it
of
would
the
still be really
destruction
good.
Feels,
Yeah.
If Andor wasn't
Yeah.
set in Star Wars, it would still be really good. But
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
you're like, also set in
Nice.
Star Wars. Like, oh shit.
Yeah,
I feel that.
exactly.
Mm.
We're me and Nobet are rewatching
Endor?
Andor. It's so
Nice.
good. And
We
when
have
we saw the first 3 of Acolyte.
Nice.
Interesting
Pretty good.
question in the chat.
Yeah.
Is Attack on Titan a kaiju show?
Technically.
It's mecha.
They're giant monsters,
Kaiju
right?
mech. I mean, was
Kaiju
Kaiju number
mecha.
8 mech or fucking
Flesh mech.
flesh mech?
Hmm.
We're gonna say yes. I will say this before we get to the other thing I want to talk about. I do want to say this, and Mickey, I know you know. Don't say anything. I'm just gonna tell you that I've been on the internet, and all I can see is episode 3 of Acolyte. People, you aren't ready for it. Episode 3 destroys Star Wars. Star Wars undone. Like all of the hype. I don't know what happens in
know.
episode 3,
I
but
thought it was-
motherfuckers are talking about it like somebody got smacked with a Martha brick again.
I think it was pretty good. I think I mean again, I'm not like a diehard Star Wars fan. I'm pretty like surface level mainstream. I thought it was enjoyable. I think okay, without like spoiling anything, I think Acolyte is delivering a fresh take on Jedis, a fresh take on the Force, and I think it's pretty good. I mean it's it's not like incredible, but it's not like bad. I
Yeah.
think I think a lot of the hate is probably just a lot of nitpicking. It's probably the same hate that Fallout got because it's
Okay.
like that's an
I thought Fallout was really good.
I'm very curious as to what people's problem is. I haven't seen it, but I have
think
read
it's fine.
books on the High Republic, and also the Acolyte is supposed to be set like a long time ago, like longer than a long time ago.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't have, I mean, it can have some implications for the things that we know, but it shouldn't be too, I just wish it was independent of what happened in what happens in the future. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because Andor kind of didn't really, I mean, we know what happens in Rogue One, but we didn't need to know that to watch Andor. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I just wish, my worry, I think that people are upset because something like they established some new canon. I'm assuming that is like breaking what has been established already. And I just wish they would just let it go and just do their own thing.
Again, I don't know the ins and outs, but like I'll tell you what, Acolyte is the best Jedi on Jedi action that I've seen out of
Okay.
out of any Star Wars. Like the action and the fight sequences, they're not like anything you've seen in Star Wars
I
yet.
believe
Okay.
they brought
It
Shinny in the
is.
game.
I think it's a fun show. I think it's
I'm
good
down.
so far. It's really good.
But all right, so I do want to mention After Dark, but I need to circle back to one last thing about Hideki Anno. Apparently, homie has also written and directed Shin Kamen Rider.
What is that?
You remember Kamen Rider? He's the masked rider. He rides a motorcycle. He looks like a praying mantis.
Oh, wow.
He did Shin Kamen Rider and also Shin Ultraman, which
That
Ultraman is
old school. Yeah, Ultraman's
right.
like where they kind of got, well, almost where they got Power Rangers from.
yeah,
Not
before
really.
the Super Sentai stuff. That's
Yeah.
also, there's some other Shin ones. Now, back around the topic. Mickey, you left the normies. What the fuck are you doing here?
Oh, right. Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, if you guys saw the video, it was a semi clickbait, but also not really. I told no lies in that video. I stepped off of reactions. I'm just not. I don't know. I'm just not feeling it anymore. You know, I want to move on to a different format. I've been talking about bringing commentary to this channel for like years, but it's just we just can't do it with because like even with the podcast and you guys like read manga on Twitch, doing that and having a full-time reaction schedule. I know we're just watching TV for a living, but it's a lot. We have a lot of things to do, and there's no way for us to grow other aspects of this channel without treating those things as full-time jobs. So I'm kind of just doing that. I'm stepping off of reactions to give full-time attention to commentary videos, and it's been awesome. It's been great. I've been editing again because I miss being hands-on with the product, and we have we have 3 videos up on the channel. Go check out Normies After Dork if you don't know. DORK After Dork on YouTube. Follow the Instagram page too because we have some exclusive content planned for that page as well. But yeah, it's just goofy, and like I really like. I forgot about the Samir Bhavnani video. That is so fun.
That is one of the best, dude.
It's one of the funniest videos we've ever made. Like
I don't know that the 3 of us together have ever been that funny. I don't know what happened in that room, but like we hit a stride of like
it's
being the funniest we ever fucking been.
It's the magic of riffing, dude.
I
Like,
think so.
so yeah, I like riffing. I'm a I like comedy. That's a big part of my personality, and I get yelled at for it in reactions because you can't talk.
Well, here's the thing that I
can't-
wanted to bring up.
This is you just have to stand still and be like, I enjoyed everything about the show, and anything the audience wants to say, I agree with it.
Yeah, more face, like face.
Like,
That's I don't know, man. I just didn't feel, and again, these are my opinions because everybody here still loves doing reactions, so it's not like this is a shared opinion. But me personally, I felt like I wasn't like making anything per se. So yeah, I'm just
I
doing,
feel that.
I just I do a lot better in commentary with the.
So I have to find my little moments of making things. I do want to ask you a question,
Yeah.
though, because one of the comments has a very important question to ask. NSAM Pone 3 one day ago says, isn't this the second guy to date Runna that left the channel? When did you and Runna date? Why did you break up?
Yeah.
Are you even coming to the wedding? You better not speak.
Yeah.
You better forever hold your fucking
the
peace.
wedding this weekend.
Yeah, yep. You guys are internet sleuths. We dated and we broke up, and now I left the channel, and then a day later, she's getting married today.
This
Yeah.
Tom fucking Mel.
and we're gonna go to the wedding. So she jumped ship quick. No,
Right.
that never. Fuck. I don't know where that.
It's like we're a reality TV show
I don't
suddenly.
know where that came from. I don't know what. Like
That was funny though.
What?
Like,
Yeah, right?
I saw the comment was just like, huh.
like what?
Motherfuckers writing their own fan fiction, dog.
Yeah.
Who saw what in what video that made you go like they're dating?
Right?
I really
Like,
want.
what?
I want all of us to make I'm leaving videos, and we're just all gonna blame Runna.
No, Runna broke up with us all.
Like,
I was thinking we'd make I'm leaving videos, but it's literally like just the studio. Just like,
getting the-
You guys
We
won't
have
see
a
me
child
until
together,
tomorrow
and
at
she left
9.
Yeah.
Getting up and I'm going.
Runna left my baby.
Right? Runna, you better step up and be the stepdad. How dare she?
She has no idea this is happening right now.
Right. Also, shout outs to Runna. We're going to our wedding. It's gonna be tomorrow. But just absolutely wild that sometimes the comments will just like
It's just
they'll
that-
just make up some shit.
and then
Yeah.
it's people just run with it. Like that's just a narrative now. It's just
Right.
like it's very easy to just create stories online. So I don't know what gave anybody that impression, but no, that is it's obviously not true. Like,
That is funny.
Well, so go watch After Dork. It's absolutely hilarious.
I can't wait for you
we're
guys
having
to
a
see
good
everything
time.
that comes out.
Yeah.
okay, so we released 3 videos this week just to give people like a healthy amount of content. But from here on out, we're going to be releasing 1 video per week so that I can keep editing and keep up with the backlog until we add another editor. And we do have plans for that. So eventually we'll move it to 2 videos per week. And also Spidey's also working on some content of his own. So we'll be dropping that as well. And we have some really funny ideas for the Instagram page, so be sure to follow that. There's nothing on there yet, but I think you're gonna like it.
Skits are in. the
once
way.
we start doing that, it's NARP NARP. That's all I'll say.
All right. Before we get into our advice and then the movie, we are gonna talk at you guys about The Boys.
Oh,
Have you neither of you?
not yet.
Oh my god.
We won't spoil intricate things, but
Is it wild?
It's not as wild as season 1, 2, and 3 to me so far. 'Cause
Yeah?
you know, like episode 1, you're like a dick exploded in episode 1, like before.
like,
so
yeah.
Yeah, no giant dicks exploding or anything yet.
A lot of penis though.
A lot of
There's so much penis that you wouldn't believe it.
Yeah,
Was
actually,
the
more.
one guy back?
No. There's a guy who can duplicate, but every time he
No.
does, his clothes tear off. So he's just a lot of dick swinging.
Yeah,
Okay.
a whole lot of like instead
Right.
of one giant.
That makes sense
dick,
because he duplicates himself, not the clothes.
Yeah,
that makes
right.
sense.
Yeah, it's sensical.
the way it looks too. You're like, wow, very well animated. That looks like someone splitting
Well,
up
when
into two
Huey
people.
was his name Huey?
Yeah.
When he was teleporting, he also lost
Left
his
his clothes.
clothes.
Yeah, because you don't you teleport yourself. You don't
Yeah.
teleport your clothes. So here is my quick little take. While one, it is not as gross or over the top as it has been previous seasons, I'm liking it much more.
Yeah.
Because Homelander finally has somebody who's talking back to him.
Yeah.
And it's making for really, really good moment.
good face acting. Like
Yeah. So
Homelander's
Anthony
constantly
Starr
just like
How many
is
episodes did
the
you
best.
watch?
3.
Dang.
So here
I'll
are
watch that on the ride over.
you should. Here are a few moments. One is that so Homelander has was like yelling at everybody in the 7, right? Like he does, and everybody was like, "Yes, Homelander. Yes, I'll do whatever. Yes, please don't laser me." You know how they are. And then he was like, "I'm gonna find a new superhero. I'm gonna go get them on the team, and she's the smartest person on the planet. That's her superpower. Is that she's the smartest person on the planet." And Homelander's like, "Well, she's like, I don't know if you can like listen to me. Like, I'm the smartest person on the planet. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you." And he was like, "Well, I'm pretty smart too." And she was like, "See, that's what I mean. Like,
yeah, she's like your ego.
your ego. Like, you're already in the way."
She said, "And I'm a black woman. Like, you're not going to want to listen to this."
And he's like, I'm smart enough to listen, but like he's still doing petty shit to her, like petty Homelander shit. And like it's kind of wild, and their plan is good. They have a good plan. I won't tell you about the plan, but I will tell you that Homelander interacting with someone who like calls him on everything. They have the same agenda, but like when he's like, oh man, she's just like they're beefing, but they're not really.
It's if Lex Luthor got control of Superman.
I kind of
Yeah.
like that. Like every season of The Boys so far has been like really well timed to parallel our current political climate.
Oh yeah.
So with that, I'm just taking, like MAGA has been talking a lot of shit, so I think it's time
Oh my
to
God.
talk
Oh,
shit.
it's just
Yeah.
Megan.
It
Like you
is.
should.
It
It's a little.
literally-
It's on the fucking nose. It's
She
hard on the
said-
nose.
That's
She
what
said
I'm
we wanna
saying. Like
make
they do
sure-
a really good job of mirroring like what's happening in reality right now.
They're trying to make sure that they can keep critical soup theory out of school.
What?
You heard him.
Critical,
Soup?
yeah, soup.
As in, supers.
Oh, okay. I
Not
thought
like
you were-
Campbell's
okay.
Chunky.
Soup, like,
yeah, just soup.
there
just
can be
rolling
only
candy.
tomato bisque. No,
That's it. Yeah.
but like
so
little stuff like that, where you're
critical
just like,
soup theory.
okay.
That's
And,
that's great. That's awesome though.
So Homelander and the other, because Homelander's one of the most interested people here. One of the other interesting aspects is that his son Ryan, who has superpowers, like I'd say the kid, his voice is cracking. I'm gonna put this kid at like 12 or 13.
I
need
think
to look
during
up.
filming, like
Yeah, like he's
some time
actually
went
going
by.
through puberty right
Yeah.
now, but he's becoming like a teenager and shit. And Homelander's like, I want you to do this, I want you to do that. And he's like, but I don't really want to do those things. And like Homelander can't control him.
just being a parent, he's like,
Right? Because he's the only other
Okay.
person that can tell him no, really, right?
Yeah, it's
like there's two
hilarious.
people in Homelander's life that can tell him no, and
Yeah.
it's
And he
fucking
doesn't
driving
know-
him up a
he
wall.
doesn't know how to handle it.
Oh,
Bro.
it's so good,
Oh my
dog. It's
God.
like
Damn.
it's
I love Anthony Starr.
He is a
So
really good
much.
actor.
he's gold, man.
he looks like
It's
He
just
kinda looks
that
like he's
he
about to
has-
shit a
he has
diamond.
like the perfect pent up aggression phase.
Yeah,
Like
like when he clenches his jaw, his entire
Yes.
face is just.
yes, his I don't know what I know his eyes are like naturally blue, but I do feel like maybe they put contacts to make
like
them
just to make
bluer.
them
They'll
more
probably
blue.
do some color correcting
in
for sure.
or that, yeah, because as a Homelander, his eyes are just piercing.
Yeah.
But you can see just how cold his stare is, and he's just like smiling. But you look at the eyes, and you're like, please,
Yeah.
please don't
Right.
kill me.
it is. So yeah, it's intense. It's good. I think they've already started to move the story forward in a way that I think is interesting, more interesting than previously, because I also see that they're about to start wrapping it up.
Yeah.
So like I'm excited for it.
There's
and,
things that I forgot about. There was so much, and like I forgot about the Nazi chick and like
Yeah,
being
Stormfront.
the origin of it. Like I was like, Jesus Christ, shit was wild.
Season 5 is supposed to be the last season,
Yeah,
and you guys are watching season 4 right now.
yeah. I can
think
already
it's
see
gonna
him
be-
moving.
Yeah,
Mhm.
season 4 will probably get Gen V season 2, and then season
Gen V
5
was
with
really
the V
good.
Yeah.
for.
Gen V was
I'm-
really
Yeah.
really good.
I'm definitely gonna watch this at some point. I stepped out because I can't watch it right now. It's too much.
Too much
It's
gore.
one, too gory, and too relevant, and I just can't think about what's happening in the world right
Yeah.
now. So I just decided to step out.
The Boys is the one property in a very long time, if ever, that's made me go like, fuck.
Yeah, Jesus.
Jeez, God.
It's for me, honestly,
it's viciously gory.
Yeah.
it is. It's a little over the top for me. Like people are just like meat balloons at this point.
Just have
It's
to-
just like
sometimes I really,
And I'm
do
like,
have to,
ah,
look
okay,
away sometimes.
like I get it. You guys are there, like everyone. Okay, so all right, here's some nitpickiness. Here's your boy about to nitpick the boys for you real quick. There's a thing where someone gets hit in the head with a bat by a superhero, and he obviously crushes his face in like one swing. That's like, okay, cool, great. And then they go put these bodies somewhere, and they're like, oh look, humans did this, and it's like, I don't know, man. I feel like you hit that dude hard enough that like it looked like the bat was at the fucking front of a train. Like I don't know, what kind of humans do you know? And no one saw this. Like, anyway, so that and like, it is over the top on the goriness, and it's also like way too on the fucking nose. Like Jesus Christ, like some shit is just like there's like it's almost.
I like
they mentioned
that,
Michael
though.
Jackson in his last one. I was like, Michael Jackson exists in this fucking universe. Stop it, guys.
So you
You're
saw
making me
it to
think
Michael
about
Jackson?
too many fucking things right now. Like when he put out the album Thriller while superheroes existed, like that's weird, man. Just they do like a lot of references, and it's like sometimes for me the references are a bit much.
I like that though that they are kind of on the nose about certain things
Yeah.
because like people in reality, like you said, I mean you have a reason you're pregnant to be avoiding the news right now, but I think a lot of people like there's such a separation in this country that we're not willing to listen to each other, even though the other side is so unreasonable that they shouldn't be listened to. But I think that maybe delivering some of these lessons and these metaphors like through pop culture and like shows
It's the only way.
might
It's called woke, and we don't do that.
it might
Okay.
get through to some people, you know, because some people are more influenced and can pick up a lesson in a show than they would on the news, you know.
Yeah.
So like I'm glad that they're doing it, you know.
Yeah.
And that it is kind of the only way to do it. With like TV and all that being our main like media source kind of a deal for a lot of people, it's hard.
Yeah.
But like
It is hard. It's an exhausting time to be alive right now.
the woke label has destroyed fucking critical thinking.
All
Yes,
Because
discourse.
Yes.
literally, as soon as you
Yes,
see
it
something
has.
that doesn't really fit your previously held opinion, is woke.
Yeah,
That's it.
and it's got an agenda.
It's such a cope.
Yeah.
Honestly the whiniest people is MAGA, dude. They're hypocrites. Nothing is good enough. Hunter Biden got convicted, and they're like, Biden did it.
Yeah.
It's a conspiracy. He
Right.
did it so he could.
And
justify
honestly,
Trump's.
I
What do
feel
you
kind of
want?
bad because I
What
don't
do
give
you
two
want?
entire fucks. Like, fine, put him in jail, whatever. I don't. Okay.
Yeah.
Real quick. So we're gonna get into the advice portion here, but I want to mention something special about the advice
And we
today.
okay.
If you guys down in the comments have any advice questions you want to ask, hold on waiting for them because we're gonna read some other stuff first. But because we're watching a Jane Fonda movie from 1968, I thought we would get some advice from 1968.
Oh,
when did women get
snap.
the opportunity to vote?
Oh my God! Like the 1800s.
Yeah, but we couldn't fucking open a credit line until,
Until literally
like
this-
the
Well,
80s.
you know that's part of the Project 2025 from MAGA is they wanna revert voting back to one vote per household, where the man.
Excusez-moi.
Yep.
Absolutely the fuck
I
not.
mean, they're already coming after reproductive rights.
Listen,
you know, that's,
I have Donald Trump's signature on my fucking naturalization certificate.
You're Melania's cousin. You can get through.
I can't
I
deal with
think-
any more bullshit.
I think they're severely underestimating the like how pissed off women are getting, but are gonna be if this continues. Like
Oh, yeah.
there's going to be a point where you push too far, and like the famous meme on the internet, the more you fuck around,
The more you
Yeah.
find.
the more you're gonna
The
find out.
chart is so funny.
The more you're gonna
So-
find out. I
we are
I cannot understand MAGA women. Like you guys are just
Oh, trad wives?
you guys are just
my
fucking
favorite.
stupid.
You guys saw the trad
You
wife
guys
who
are
said
just
nigga, right?
literally dumb. Like you have
Not
no
surprising,
brain.
but no.
Guys-
1920, we got the rights to vote.
But
Thanks, baby.
It is
For women.
so easy to be a right-wing grifter.
Yeah,
You-
A grifter,
it
to
is
sell
so
that.
easy.
Also, you got
All you need
also
to
the boys.
sell
Oh
is
my God.
yourself.
That's what we need is a heavy regulation on this shit, which I know they're gonna argue like you're treading on my free speech. Shut the fuck up. You know? Especially with churches, like my biggest thing right now is how much of a threat Christian nationalism is becoming in this country. It already is. It's already hurt
It's
a
already
lot
been
of
global.
like common sense fucking human rights for women. And I just think that any church that is talking any amount of politics within that church needs to be shut down.
Oh, there's
and-
a great
and sued,
video
and
of
They
a-
just
sued-
need to start paying taxes. 'Cause
No,
at that
yeah,
point,
yeah. First of all religions, all churches, you need to start fucking paying taxes. Your book club isn't cute anymore.
Mm.
If you're talking politics, your church needs to be shut down, and you need to be sued over violation of separation of church and state issues. Like it's a non-existent. These motherfuckers love to defend the fucking Constitution, but only the first two. Only
yeah.
the first two. None of the rest of you don't even know what the fuck is in the rest of the
There's
fucking
this
document.
great video of this pastor, this old white dude, like literally going off on his congregation. He's like, y'all keep trying to bring that fucking politics in, and he's like, y'all are wild. This is
And-
not
and
it.
that-
He's like,
I
this
fuck
is
with
not
that
it. He's
guy.
like, this is absolutely not it. He was like, he was like, they just put out a Trump Bible with the Constitution in it. He's like, you think God wrote the Constitution? You guys fucking high?
See, that's the kind of those are the kind of pastors I fuck with.
So we're dipping into advice. If you guys have some advice that you need answered, ask it. But not now. Give me a second because we're going to read some advice from the 60s beforehand. And I'm going to see
beautiful.
if I can get you guys' opinions. This is from our favorite advice column of all time, Playboy. Hashtag I read it for the articles
From 1968.
from 1968.
Oh shit.
All right.
Who's the center? Never mind.
I think actually I got one with
it
Jane
Jane Fonda?
She wasn't the centerfold in it, but she did do a shoot in it, and it's just an all right shoot.
That figures.
Jane Fonda's very
Wow,
pretty. I mean,
okay.
the shoot, bro, I'm being on a photography level. It's not Jane Fonda's fault. It's her photographer.
photography level.
Oh, I'm gonna show you some shit. I got it ripped up. I'm gonna show you it, and then you're gonna give me your opinion live.
Okay,
live online.
fine,
Anyway,
great.
Is the advice going to be like, if your woman is mad, stick a cigarette in her mouth and tell her to go cook a
That's
meat?
gotta be it.
um,
If
Oh,
she's mad,
Lord.
why is she talking to you?
1968 from BC at Fort Benning, Georgia. I never dreamed that life could get so serious by the time one reached the age of 20. I am in the Army, and I have made 2 girls pregnant. They're both over 18, and I promised each that I would marry her if this should happen. But I hate the thought of marriage, and I still have the wild urge to be free. Besides, I don't love either of these 2 girls, and I have a wonderful girlfriend back at home. What can I do now?
Quick technical question.
Yes.
Did we have condoms at that time?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've had condoms since like there were goat skin
Yeah, like
condoms.
sheepskin.
Yeah,
I know.
lambskin,
like,
I know,
we've
but
had-
like,
When was condom
Like-
invented?
So
Yeah.
a man's had a
Actually,
girlfriend.
actually,
got
that
2
is
other
a.
girls
We
pregnant?
don't know when the actual like mass-produced condoms.
1844.
Mass-produced condoms.
The rubber validation process was.
Tell me when Trojan
yeah.
started.
1844. Goodyear. Goodyear invented condoms. The
Goodyear.
first rubber condom was produced in 1855.
Why is that
It is
almost not
rubber.
surprising?
Yeah.
There were masses
Why
of
don't they
rubber,
still
bro.
make those?
I'm not trying to put a tire inside of somebody.
Well,
Anyway, so what should we do for a homie who has gotten 2 girls pregnant, has a girlfriend back at home?
bro, you gotta charge that one to the game. You done, son. You
Okay,
got
no-
child care to pay for.
No, you know what? We should answer as if we're in 1968 and try to give bad advice.
well,
Move 2 towns over, wash, rinse, and repeat.
Ghost
Yeah.
the 2 women you got pregnant and lie to your girlfriend and gaslight her.
Definitely. It actually never has to come to fruition that you have the other 2. Like, that, can they call you? When
Yeah,
you
there's
have
no
cell
social
phones?
media.
There's no
you can
pagers or
you can
anything.
hide in
It's
1968.
their word
Give me one
versus
town
yours.
over.
Yeah. What?
That's
like robbing a
not
bank.
my baby.
I've never seen this woman in my life.
Yeah, that's not
in
my nose.
1968, you could definitely gaslight a woman. You could be like, she's crazy. She needs
Yeah.
a lobotomy.
Witch. She was a witch, and I left.
All right,
Well-
let's give them some
Lobotomize
updated advice
all
as
3 of
well,
them
aside
against
from
their
moving
will.
1 town over.
I feel unsafe.
If this is a legitimate advice, I guess would be
Charge it, bro. You're done. You fucked up. Like,
you're about to have 2 child supports and no girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly going to be it. You
Yeah.
can go through all that you're going to have to because you got to tell the girlfriend.
Yeah,
Mhm.
girl deserves better.
Yeah, definitely. You also have to tell these other 2 girls, I was definitely lying about wanting to marry you.
Yeah, that's
Because
not
I
happening.
don't love you, and I didn't think you'd get pregnant because I was using the pull-out method, and that is 100% for me. I didn't think.
Fun fact: I used the pull-out method for 8 years, and I was pretty good.
Right.
And then I didn't do it like 2 or 3 times, and now I have a kid. So like, I feel like when you do the pull-out method right,
It could be flawless.
Do not tell
You're-
that.
I'm not dear
people.
internet. If you're gonna have sex, use condoms, use actual birth control. But I'm saying
You're
for
walking-
me,
you're walking
for me,
a
the person
tightrope.
that I am,
You're walking a tightrope.
I did a pretty damn good pull-out game job. So
With-
this guy must have just been coming sloppily.
Well, you was
Just
also
all willy-nilly.
married
Yeah,
when you were
that's true.
doing that,
I know.
so
I'm just saying, if I was out in the world, dirty dicking bitches down left
Just
and right with no
dirty
fucking rubber,
Dirty
what the fuck are you
dicking.
doing? How does that happen? It's like, I guess these babies gonna have the same birthday.
Bro, right,
They're
low
gonna be
key.
in school together.
Oh my God, they're gonna be born 2 days apart.
Oh God! They're
My
gonna be-
mom has relatives like that because apparently great grandpa was just a Rolling Stone, and she's been finding.
You
like,
mispronounced man
cousins.
slut. No
Bro,
offense. to your
yeah,
family.
like, yeah. My mom has a pair of cousins, I think, that have 2 separate moms that are born 2 days apart. And I was like, that is,
did he do the car wash?
bro. He was out. He had to be
Rockstar car
just
wash.
same day. Like,
Whew. All right, so
yeah. Tell that guy charge to the game.
Charge to the game.
Paternity
We
test
should look 'em up.
started in 1988.
so you could
Oh,
just
so you definitely could be
you
like,
could just
"Nah, Mike."
skate. Here's what's fucked up.
Yep.
This is what has me worried though, right? Real talk. So I have a family member. I will not say their names, but motherfucker's got 16 kids, all in the same general region. What if your kids fuck each other? That's
Oh
possible,
yeah,
right?
yeah. That's a worry.
Like,
That's a fear.
Everyone needs to know. Like you need to know. Otherwise, you're like,
Yeah.
well, we had a baby and our baby's got fucking flippers. Why does the
Yeah.
baby have flippers? And it's like, well, it's a dolphin baby because you guys are fucking siblings.
Apparently, that's another
Well-
thing that they worry about whenever you try to donate sperm. You can only donate X amount of times in a
Oh,
certain
yeah.
area
Yeah.
because you
Yep.
don't want 3 kids. And
Yep. And there was literally a doctor who was just giving
oh my
his
God,
jizz.
sad. It was gross.
Controversial opinion.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
A family with more than 5 kids is a red flag.
Ooh.
I feel like it's too many kids.
Too
It
many
is too many
I,
kids.
f- I feel like you're having kids for the wrong reason at that point. I feel like you just want to have as many kids as possible,
Uh-huh.
and unless you have the means to like take care of all of them properly,
Yeah.
like how can 2 parents equally be there for like?
Oh no, it's
No,
like
it's
many-
not equal.
That's
No.
what I'm saying.
Parted out.
It's just a red flag, man. I like when I see a couple with like so many children, I'm just like, I'm not saying there's anything weird going on, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like
Yeah.
you're not having kids for the right reason.
At some point, your oldest kids are raising your youngest kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like you're
Yeah.
forcing your older kids to like. It's just not. It's not fair.
I
It's
think
not
it
fair.
worked out well for me because my little sister's 8 years younger than me, and so like I know I'm like, well, I was 8, it was a big boy, but like I remember like helping out, like warming up the bottles and all that. Like I didn't have any problem with that. But then 8, 9, 10, 11. By the time I was 11, I'm like outside all day long on my bike. Like
Yeah.
I was just like I mean, my mom's still raising me, but I'm like, Mom, I'm at home in the mornings and in the evening, middle of the day. It's all video games and bike riding. Don't worry, I'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm gone.
We have 2 more pieces of advice from the 60s before we get back into our modern day times. So I do have some fun modern day ones.
Okay.
My secretary is half my age, an efficient worker,
Nope.
and very
Nope.
attractive.
Nope. nope.
Yeah, in the 60s, yeah. Oh,
My secretary is half my age.
Yeah, we know where that
I'm-
went.
I'm 24.
Oh my God.
My secretary is half my age, an efficient worker, and very attractive. She is married, but not happily. I am a scientist and enjoy a wonderful home life with my family. My problem is the girl wants to have an affair with me, and I find the idea appealing.
Stephen
would like to
Hawking,
keep
is
her-
that you?
I would like to keep her as a good secretary, and I know. Sorry, I have to switch the page. Oh God, come on. And I know 2 relationships are not compatible.
Mm-hmm.
In a sense, I know that I know what is right, but I'm a red-blooded guy, and this gal could charm snipers out of trees. TB, Washington, D.C.
What?
could charm snipers out of trees.
What?
That's gotta go on the docket. I gotta say that to somebody.
Damn, baby girl, you get snipers coming down out them trees.
Wait, I swear to God, girl, them eyeballs. Like, what the hell?
So, what should Dr. Scientist do?
I'm pretty sure that by the time this letter was received in 68,
Yeah.
he fucked her.
Yeah, he cheated for sure.
He's the guy from the other one who got.
Right.
He's the guy with the 2 kids.
He's like, it's me again, God.
They're all the same guy.
I'm actually going to read off Playboy's advice from 68.
Nice.
You may be the boss. You may be the boss, but you are in danger of putting your secretary in charge. Tell her clearly that you are unwilling to risk personal involvement, and that if she wishes to stay on the job, it's with the understanding that your wonderful home life is more important to you and more difficult to come by than a good secretary. And memorize the notion
That's
for
a
your
good
own
advice, though.
benefit
It
too.
is.
Playboy said,
Slaps.
"Don't you dare fuck your secretary,
Right.
Don Draper."
All right.
Yeah. They had the ladies write that one. That was good.
Well, yeah. What was that? Hugh Hefner. He's like furiously typing. He's like, "I've been there, bro. Don't fucking do it.
Don't
man.
do it, bro.
Don't
It's not
fucking do
worth
it,
it.
man.
You don't even know,
Interesting.
dog.
I've been there."
So yeah, I guess
Her name is Ebba. she's, from,
straight
she's from Succession.
fucking. I sent through my blood.
A brick of my blood.
All right, so I think, homie, what you should do is this: real simple. Beat off and then make the decision immediately. Then, all right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get the poison out,
With the
dog.
clarity of
Post-nut clarity.
post-nut,
Right,
yeah.
you got the post nut clarity. You need that. You
Post-nut
over here
clarity.
thinking with your dick. You like, oh, bro. She hot as
Honestly-
shit. In fact, what I would do, switch her secretary with another secretary named Greg. You be like, listen, you doing a really good job. I'm gonna bump you up. You can go work for them right across the hall. They better. I want Greg,
Harris.
roughneck,
Give-
rusty ass
give-
Greg.
Or just give me an organized gay secretary.
Okay.
Exactly.
Here's how we fix the world.
Yeah.
Okay. All political meetings, whether it's Congress, Senate, Geneva Convention, UN, NATO, they all need to last about 5 minutes. We need to make all of our decisions within 5 minutes. Every
a
single
TikTok,
person
like-
involved. We need to simultaneously get everyone to climax at the same time. You masturbate beforehand.
Oh my god.
Everybody makes 5-minute
5-minute
decision
decisions.
within the window of post-nut clarity. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
Okay.
we'll fix the
Let me
world.
look this
Good
back
hit.
around.
I don't think people jerk off to war.
Oh,
No,
somebody does.
no,
Some
I'm
people
not saying-
probably
I'm not
do.
saying.
Love.
No. We're
Well-
not jerking off the war. We're jerking off to make good decisions.
Okay. I think less than jerking off. Listen, I think that the sex workers of the world are all wanting and willing and needing to get paid. Let's just make it legal. Right? Everybody gets a staffer and he's an official sex worker.
Politicians are
service.
already
Right. It is a social service.
escorting it up. You know.
Right? Yeah, right? Like, come on. I mean, Biden's not because he doesn't know what's happening.
Can
He
you
doesn't know where his dick
imagine
is.
that? If your job or you're sending in a resume to fuck politicians?
You know, I was
Right? You
always
have to be
Wild.
really good or really
I've
bad.
always wondered what it would be like if there
Send
was
dick
a
pics.
single president without the first lady.
I made this joke at Sun King and I got in trouble for it. He'd be the commander in Queef. My boss was like, okay, that's where it stops. Whew, banging out dignitaries. Or it would be like, what's that stupid British Christmas movie we watch every year where the Prime Minister
Love
is-
Actually.
Love Actually. The Prime Minister's single in that movie. You guys
Yeah.
haven't seen Love Actually?
No.
And he
is it
is
with
gorgeous.
Hugh
Jackman.
Hugh
no,
Grant?
my bad. Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant
Actually, can I?
I think I
briefly-
have seen
Can
it.
I
Hugh
tell you everybody
Grant
that's in this movie?
is my childhood crush.
Damn.
Forget
I love
about
him.
it. Forget about it.
Um,
I still haven't seen Mickey Blue Eyes. That's one.
Mickey,
Of his,
wow, God, stop bringing up old shit.
forget
I'm going
about
to tell
it.
you everybody that's in Love Actually, and I'm also going to tell you it's the one Christmas movie with way more boobs in it than you think.
Boobs.
Yep.
Christmas. You had
It's a
me.
great movie.
Hugh Grant, Liam Neeson, Colin Firth, Laura Linney, Emma Thompson, Alan Rickman, Keira Knightley, Billy
Damn.
Nye,
The fuck? It's a
Rowan Atkinson,
It's a stacked cast.
Yeah.
fucking
Oh.
Rick Grimes.
No, we've talked about
Oh,
this movie.
shit.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Nah,
Yeah,
you
you
guys
should
have, you
see
guys
it
have talked
'cause
about
it's
it a lot.
Kind of fucking for a Christmas movie. It's a little bit ridiculous.
It's a fever
dog.
dream.
It's got Bilbo Baggins in it.
Huh.
I will keep going. The cast is fucking wild. Just watch the movie. It's got everybody in it. Every single British person that ever existed is in this movie. We watched it at one friend's house for like Christmas. Like, this is dumb, and I was like, oh no, I fuck with this movie. This shit's
And baby
fucking wild.
Jojen Reed.
Baby Jojen Reed's in it. Jojen Reed. All right. So last bit of advice from in the past. And then we're gonna ask some for the future, take some from here, and then talk about the movie.
Oh my god.
My roommate and I frequently double date in his car.
What?
Is this modern now?
No, this is still 68.
Oh, okay.
We
What
are
does it
double
mean?
dating in the car.
Yeah. So
Meaning
we
Does
got
that
the
mean that
other
we're
couple-
both just we're
Taking
both
our
dates
girl-
are
We got-
we
riding?
got both
Yeah.
couples.
yeah,
Okay.
you know, we're
Okay.
sharing a
Yeah,
car.
we're going
Thought
to
the
make,
whole date was
we're
in the
going to
car.
make
People in
out
the
point.
car.
There were
Yeah.
bench seats in the
Gotcha.
front, bench seats in the back. You know.
We both have
Put up a
steady
divider.
girls, and we all have a good time together. But a problem is growing that threatens to end the fun.
Person?
Neither he nor his date drinks. And while they may occasionally neck a little, necking is making out, While they might occasionally, I lost my place because it said neck a little, they are inclined to engage in intellectual discussions as a means of keeping themselves physically away from temptation. Inasmuch as
They
it is
sound
my
fucking
buddy's
awesome.
car, right? They sound cool. Inasmuch as it is my buddy's car and my gal, and I have no driving responsibility, we see nothing wrong with a few drinks and some backseat groping.
Yeah.
My roommate is getting quite vocal about his objections to our backseat activities. He feels that as long as we're in his car, we should conform to his standards to avoid
No.
embarrassing him and his date. I'm looking for a solution that will enable us to continue to enjoy the double dating. Can you help?
Get your own
they're,
car.
Nah, they're trying to swing or have an orgy with these people.
I
They-
think
No.
sometimes you can fuck in the same room as somebody else without it being an orgy.
If it's consensual, but if you're just like, if I'm just driving to fucking AMC and you're just fucking in my back seat,
Yeah,
like
nah, it's not okay.
unprovoked,
You had a Mini Cooper though; that would be impossible.
yeah, like no, like don't no.
So,
No.
what can
We-
he
we
do
need
to
to- we need
keep
to be
the
on the
fun
same page.
going?
I don't like how condescending he was to be
Yeah.
like they have intellectual conversations
Yeah.
to keep themselves
Just
from
say you and your
temptation.
girlfriend are stupid.
Like yeah, that's
the fuck?
it's like this other. I'd rather hang out with this other couple. What are we
Yeah.
talking about?
And it's very, like, it seems like maybe they're a bit heavy on the PDA, maybe. Like,
think
I
he
don't
tried to
mind
finger
if
her in
you
the back
guys-
seat. I don't know.
Right, like, but I
Just a
don't,
vibe.
I don't mind if you guys are like making out in the back seat. Maybe don't have sex in my back seat, but like, if we're going to make out point, which is what I'm like assuming they
Mhm.
were doing,
If there's a context,
right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but also they don't drink or like.
They
I
don't
don't
smoke
know.
either. They don't
Yeah,
drink.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I'm
assume they don't smoke.
mainly confused how they even became
Friends?
a group of friends.
They're
Right?
roommates.
Why do they hang
In
out?
college, probably.
Well,
Still
okay,
hang out.
that's great. And the person that owns the car should have the right to say what happens.
Yeah.
But then you as a guest need to figure your own room.
Yeah.
You know, get
Yeah.
your own room. Like whether it's you can get your own car or like stay.
Or just Uber there. I'll
Don't
meet
don't
you there.
hang out with these people. Or I mean, you can still be friends and respect each other's boundaries, but then you know, if you want to do your own thing as well, you need to do that separately from them, from their involvement. The other thing that rubs me the wrong way is, I think the people, the car owners, I'm just gonna call them, I think they're being, like, I mean, they've made their choices, what they want to do with their bodies,
Yeah.
which is fair.
Don't need to put
but-
that on other people.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if other people want to fuck, let them fuck.
Not in your car.
Not in a car. That's what I said earlier.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
you know, I feel like there's also like this judgmental
It feels a little judgy.
undertone
Yeah.
to it. So
It reminds me of I'm gonna bring up two things from my past. So I apologize because my wife is here, but I'm sorry. I have a past. It kind of reminds
we
me
all know that.
of the camping conundrum and the other things. So like I once we stayed over at a friend's house. It was forever. It was like high school. We stayed at our friend's house and we were like sleeping on the floor. And our friends, they already had a kid and they were like up in the bed. And they like it's dark. And I was like, I think they're fucking. Like, oh, they're kind of fucking. And I was like, okay. Well, I'm not gonna get out fucked over here. So then I did a little bit of fucking. It's not like it was
On
an
the
orgy.
floor?
Yeah,
It
it's
became a
pitch dark.
competition.
in a house or during camping?
Who did you
This was in a
fuck?
house.
Were you there with your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was like they were having.
I thought you
sex
just grabbed
in the
random
same
ass
room.
to fuck.
No.
Oh, like in the same
in the
room.
same room. And it was a little weird. It was like 5 feet away, but I wasn't one to be out fucked. So I mean, so
It became a competition.
That happened, and it's happened
What the fuck?
as a slightly older person too, like maybe in like 2013. But that one was more on purpose. But the point is that it's kind of sounds like the camping thing.
Yeah.
Have you guys been camping and been like, those people in that tent over there are fucking?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But because
Yeah.
camps or tents are like not quiet, like I've heard it where some people start fucking and it sets off other people fucking.
Honestly, I don't mind. I don't mind that. You know, like everybody's got their own tent. Like it's whatever. That doesn't seem as weird to me as
a
just
car.
as
So
just
I think that's what I'm saying. I think
you
when
know?
you can see it, it's a little weird. But in a pitch black room,
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they're 10 feet away. Maybe they're 30 feet away. I don't know. I can hear that they're like 5 feet away. They're up on the bed. I'm on the floor. I mean, but like, And then in 2013, everybody was doing it in the same room, and we could see it. And I was like, this feels like this is.
If I prefer my sex in
If I was
private.
in a room
yeah,
like
right? Yeah, but then you got the tent, and in the tent it's just loud. It's in the tent.
Yeah.
It is private, but everyone can hear it.
It sounds like swishy sweatpants.
I'm curious, what's the advice of Playboy?
You want to know what Playboy
to
told him?
this? Yeah.
Playboy says.
Get your own car.
Yeah, get a car.
Spike their water.
Get a kid.
Develop Uber.
As long as your host and his date make automatic transmissions of intellect with no clutching, standard equipment seems unegregious
They went-
of
they
you
went
to
the pun
try
route.
to convert it to a
That's
4
so
on the
stupid.
floor.
No.
We suggest that after your programmed evening of fun for a quartet, you take another arrangement to be alone with your girl.
The,
Yeah.
the catalytic catalyst for this.
Right, the catalytic converter.
Yeah, the writer was really going the fuck
That
off.
is
He's like,
hilarious.
"Doc,
I
slow
love
down."
This is
it.
before AI too.
He
so
just
he
finished
thought
a cup
about
of coffee and he's like,
that. I got
there we go.
All right, and here are our last 2 bits of advice. Or I'm sorry, our last bit of internet advice. If anybody in the comments wants to submit some advice, we'll answer it. This
Share
one-
your messy life with us so we
this
can
one
give you the
says-
worst advice.
Should I tell my wife that in order for her to lose weight, she should actually eat less? From 5
Oof.
days ago.
No, sir.
5 days ago.
You
My
sh-
wife has
You
been.
shan't.
She's been trying to lose weight after she gained some weight over 2 pregnancies. Ever since the second delivery, she has been around 50 pounds overweight. She is no longer breastfeeding, and the kids are sleeping well, and our life is pretty stable. She often mentions that she wants to lose weight and has tried a few things off of the what? Oh, like Noom for Fitness Pal, but it's not very consistent. He wants to know. Should he just tell her?
Noom is actually pretty good.
Hey, you got to eat less to lose weight.
Nah, I think they'll. Okay, if she herself has been like, I want to lose weight, then the approach I would take is like, hey, you want to go hiking this weekend? You know?
Try to talk to her
just-
about doing
or just
activities
do it,
together.
Yeah, doing like just planning activities. Like that's a fucking.
Or even just
That's
cook.
a really assholish thing to be like. I know you want to lose weight, so why don't you fucking get to it? Like, it's like,
Why don't you
It's
hop
like,
to that?
let's
Have
take it.
you tried eating less and doing more?
Right, you're
Yeah.
done with the baby thing, so
I
Jesus.
think for him, and I'm speaking strictly for myself here, that for her it's probably habit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, we are in the middle of having a baby, and like, you know, if Katie wants to eat anything, she can fucking eat it. And like, because of that, there's ice cream in the house, and I'm eating the ice cream too. Like, it's become a part of my habit now. Like, we literally in our house, you can ask my family, we don't keep snacks. My little sister come over and be like, why don't y'all have snacks? I'm like, because we'll eat them.
yeah.
We
I
are-
had them and then they were gone.
Right? Our snacks are fucking wheat chips that I hate, so that I don't eat them.
Like
for that
wheat
specific
thins?
reasons.
Have
Which
you
is, I don't know, like fucking
have you
Chex
had
or
any
wheat.
have you had any strange cravings at strange times?
Dipping your pickles in ice cream.
Like
No.
like you just wake up at 3 a.m. and you're like, I want a burger.
Instead of having
With
weird
ice cream on it.
cravings, I just have aversions to things I used to like.
Oh no.
Like, it's like, especially something that is like really fragrant and smells a lot.
Mhm.
I can't deal with it. I can't eat it.
I
If
think
it attacks my nose, I'm not eating it.
your senses are probably heightened because that's like
Yes.
an evolutionary thing to like
Yes.
because like you need to protect yourself right
She's
now.
like
So all your
Wolverine.
sensors are like fucking.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
So someone suggested just replacing the snacks with fruits and shit.
Yeah, he
That
has
is
to
what I
just
do.
make a more healthy plan for their life, basically.
I think
He can't just be like, I don't need to lose weight. You need to lose weight because if you guys
They're doing
are,
it
Yeah,
together,
yeah,
like,
maybe
it's
lead
something
by
you gotta do
example. Like
together.
you start eating a bunch of fruit and maybe it'll make her be like, oh, okay.
just stop
Mhm.
buying it. Be like, look, I'll in fact be like, hey babe, like I know you're busy. I'll go grocery shopping, and literally don't bring shit into the house that you don't want to be eating. And
Yeah.
just being like, that's the plan. Like, because it's a convenience thing too. He says she needs like snacks before dinner and shit.
But-
Like your snack before dinner is an apple. No one wants a fucking
How
apple.
old are these people? Do we know?
Yeah, let's check the age. I do love apples, but they make my teeth itch. He didn't say his age.
I feel like there's also like,
Something?
I'm slightly allergic.
you know,
Let's
at
go
some
past that.
point it just kind of becomes more difficult to lose weight because, you know, your
does.
metabolism slows down and, you know, you have to put way more effort. You have to be way more conscious about it, but you also don't want it to like run your life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no offense to Pat, but I do think that he goes to the gym a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that maybe is counterproductive to what he's actually trying to accomplish.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean?
We've been telling
so
him
like,
for 20 years.
yeah, I know.
no.
He knows. That's why I'm
We've
like,
been- we've
that's
been
why I'm
telling him
open
since
about
high school.
saying it here. But it's just, I feel like you need to also be happy with the way you are and be thankful that your body is actually like carrying you around. You know, your legs
Mhm.
are working, your fucking insides are working. you know,
right.
you're not sick.
And that's a conscious effort to like, because I have been through a period where I was like looking at myself in the mirror and I was just like, you gotta work on that. You got to change that. You
Yeah.
gotta, you have
Yeah.
to. You have
It's
to
developing habits.
You have to accept yourself. When you accept yourself and when you enjoy your company, it resonates
Mhm.
and it permeates throughout the rest of your life. Because
Yeah.
like,
Cardio, do it.
yeah.
I got a buddy
cardio's
who
important.
basically he got a
Yeah.
stationary bike and he put it in front of his Xbox. Anytime he played a game, he was riding the bike. Anytime he was doing stuff on his computer, he was riding the bike, and he dropped 100 pounds. In 2
Honestly,
months.
that's the best
Nice.
way to do it. Like the Oculus, like a Beat Saber,
Yeah.
or just like like video game workouts are hugely.
Mhm.
If I can consistently do it, that's the hard part. But like if you have like ADHD, I think like gamifying your workout is hugely
But
important.
then I can't do keyboard and mouse anymore.
I mean, you can work out your fingers.
I think that's why I climb and don't lift weights, because lifting weights is just
It's boring.
godly fucking
It's so
boring.
I think it's
boring.
super
It
boring.
is. It is
Yeah.
super
Climbing,
duper
climbing
boring.
feels like I'm solving a puzzle with my
Yes.
body,
Yeah.
Yes.
and that's why I like got into it. I just
Yeah.
didn't. All right. So since nobody has any more advice or anything that they need advice on, I guess
You
you
guys
all
are
good.
well-rounded individuals, there, aren't you?
Look at all these happy folks. All
Right.
40 of you, 39 of you.
Listen here, Paladin, Berserk Jedi. I said it makes my teeth itch, and I'm sticking to that. All right, we're gonna talk about Barbarella.
Barbarella.
Also, if you've seen the trailer for the new Barbarella movie starring Sydney Sweeney coming out in 2025, it's AI.
So it's
Fake
not
trailer.
real?
No, it's not real. I mean, she is. They are planning on doing it, but you know.
I don't think they even started filming
I think
yet.
people just want to see naked Sydney Sweeney.
Well, all you have to do to see naked Sydney Sweeney is watch
Something.
Euphoria.
Interesting.
Also correct.
She looks like she got back problems.
Okay.
Oh damn, this movie looks awesome.
All right. Barbarella is a 1968 science fiction film directed by Roger Vadim, based on a French comic series of the same name by Jean-Claude Forest. The film stars Jane Fonda as the title character, a space traveler and representative of the United Earth government sent to find scientist Duran Duran, who has created a weapon that could destroy humanity.
Hey man, we need to get back to this like time period with movies. We need
Bro, this
we,
shit was wild,
we
bro.
need
It
to
was
we need to get back to
absolutely
movies
ridiculous.
where it was like the man from that one place.
You know what this movie reminded me of?
What?
Pluto Nash.
Pluto Nash.
Fucking
not
Pluto
wrong.
Nash.
I think here's the thing, because while I was watching this, I was like, if Pluto Nash, keep everything about Pluto Nash the exact same. Don't change anything about it. But put it in this aesthetics,
Yeah.
I like it more.
Because it would make sense. They made that movie, I don't know when, but it should have been in the 60s.
You're right. Or they should have just been like,
I
we're
think
doing
maybe
it like the
that
60s.
was the goal for that movie. To try
Yeah,
to
like after
recapture-
watching this, I had a little bit more respect for Pluto Nash because I was like, oh, maybe it was on purpose.
I mean, but see, I think it's the folly of just like that. It's just kind of a bygone, like the modern Three Stooges movie trying to bring back slapstick. It just
Yeah.
doesn't work anymore.
Well, I mean, they also, so it could have been a pastiche if they, but what they did is they made Pluto Nash with the technology of the time, which is CGI, which is fine.
Yeah.
Right, that's your instincts. But maybe it'll age well later for other people. But this one, like, I'm
It's
trying
all
to,
practical.
like, Mickey, when the spaceship flies off in this, it's just strings, dog.
Yeah,
It's just,
it's bad.
It's just a fucking thing
That's
on
awesome.
strings floating away slowly.
That's awesome.
There's a carriage that is pulled by what I can only call like a stingray on ice, and it is clearly 4 strings, maybe 6, pulling this thing like. Like,
that's
oh
almost-
god, it's great.
It is impressive because like back then they had to make everything. What is that?
I'm showing you the hairiest man on planet Earth getting ready to have sex with Jane
He
Fonda.
was not on planet Earth.
My bad. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
on
wasn't
planet
on Earth.
Schmoop Schmorp or whatever the fuck. They were.
Yeah.
He pulled off a fursuit to reveal another fursuit underneath.
It was a problem.
This guy was so hairy. I was like,
It was so
oh my!
funny.
I've never. They
Hey,
don't
man.
make men like this anymore.
No.
What happened?
That was
There
not
was the
real.
masculine meta.
his fake fursuit
No,
under his real.
it's clearly a merkin.
I
There
don't know, I feel
was.
like-
I
no,
just
that
thought
man's
the
hairy.
60s was built
That
like this.
dude, no, that
No,
dude's hairy.
it's not real. Come
That
on.
might
That
be
no,
hairy.
that dude's hairy, man.
It looks like they put glue
That
on
guy's.
the front of
I've
his body
seen
and
dudes that are that
dipped him in
hairy.
hair.
I've
and he
seen
came back up.
I've seen dudes that are that hairy.
I have too, and it's a problem.
No white men.
Huh?
Right,
Yeah,
maybe
I've
he
only
Turkish.
seen white dudes that
Maybe
look
he
like
Turkish.
this.
or
No,
something, I don't
no, I
know.
would say I've seen white men that
This guy
hairy.
has
yeah.
a rug.
Bro.
combed it.
Right, damn near. It's like, so the movie is just randomly she's having sex with people. I don't even know why at any moment. There's an angel that can't fly, at some point.
Until he gets his rocks off, baby.
And then she bangs him, and she wakes up, and he's just flying through the air. I was like, the power of pussy. Like, that's fucking. This whole movie was
See,
kind of ridiculous.
that's what's cool about that time is like anybody who had like a really like wild, ambitious idea for a movie, they had to like, they didn't have any special effects, so everything had to be made with like paper mache and like miniature sets,
God.
and like it is impressive
I think
in its own right.
that they did it at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It gives a bit of charm to it. It'd be
it,
like
like,
if we did
to-
spaceships
to
as
make a
cardboard boxes on the
space
green
movie in a time where you absolutely there was nowhere to really film that, but like
Yeah.
to do it anyways,
So we're going to talk about the characters. We're going to talk about the movie. And I guess we're going to talk about the plot.
How?
I don't know how.
What is the plot of Barbarella?
Well, she went to go find Duran Duran.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Respect
sure.
woman.
And
Sure.
how many times?
It's definitely not that.
It's not that.
And
Okay.
I don't think
No.
it's-
I actually think this is all right.
She
So this is
was-
right at the 60s was like the sexual revolution, right? And this movie dropped.
Yeah, we're about to get into fucking 70s acid.
This movie dropped. We do have a lot of
Actually,
psychedelic
no,
shit in it
no,
too.
there was acid was 60s actually.
But this movie dropped in 1968, right? So the sexual revolution
70
is
was just
ongoing
coke.
and happening. And while for us, yeah, it is a little. For them, I think that like a woman openly having sex with people and being like very kind of nonchalant about it was like this big deal. Like people weren't really doing it. This shit was like counterculture, and it's
It was like
wildly
it
fucking
was only
French.
trad wives back then.
Right, this is literally right after the 50s, the most traditional time in American history, essentially.
Yeah.
We get into the 60s, people are kind of loosening up, letting out, and this is all the way at the end of the 60s, so, like, all of this is, like, a culmination of, like, the fucking sexual revolution and, like, just being out and, like, doing your thing.
It felt like
Tell me.
there's moments where she's constantly like not even the damsel. It's just moments of like, oh, you saved me, and then they're having sex. Like,
Yeah?
you can tell a dude wrote this. Is like, and then she's gonna want to bang him. And
It's
then,
it's the red pill fantasy. It's like
literally,
You
yeah.
owe me pussy.
When I really like the when the president at the beginning was talking to her, he told her that she's the best navigatrix.
Yeah.
And I really want the suffix, the feminine suffix of tricks to become part of things.
Everything.
Like Stewart tricks.
Sure, yeah.
This is the famous
And-
first presidentrix.
Presidentrix. Why not? I think that's great. But I like this movie a lot. But that like the parts where she's like, empowered to do whatever she wants were cool. The parts where she's just like, I am a helpless little lamb.
Yeah.
Please help me was not so cool. But yeah, it was definitely someone's fantasy.
She
Yeah.
was shooting things with a snub-nosed rocket launcher, for all I could fucking call it. Like,
Yes.
I would love to see like the director on set with these movies, and then just see how like the actors react to it. Like somebody like he's just talking to Jane Fonda. It's like, so you're gonna say you saved me, and then you're gonna have sex.
in
And
his
then,
nest.
and Jane's like, why? What do you mean? That's
Actually, so
That's
we
because
were,
the script says
that's
so.
the natural progression of this situation.
we were listening to people talk about the movie. Jane Fonda was having a hard time with it. She was having some body image
Don't say.
issues. She was having bulimia at the time. She essentially didn't think she was like good looking enough to be in this role. She's killing it. She looks like imagine a hot woman who's blonde in the 60s.
She
and
looks
you've
like
imagined
Shakira.
Jane fucking Fonda. But other than that, the movie wasn't received very well, but it did become a cult classic. So it spent $4 to $9 million to make, and they only made back 5.5.
Wait,
5.5 million. They
4.9 to make?
no 4 through 9 to make.
Oh, like anywhere from $4 to $9 million.
How do we not know how much money it took to make it?
Yeah,
it
that's
was embezzling francs.
Okay,
on
yeah,
this shit.
Because-
How is there
yeah.
a $5 million question mark? of
when
how
there's
much
a
money
gap, there was some funny business going on.
Oh, yeah,
the
that's-
books are cooked.
That's a question.
So the answer is shut the fuck up.
You're right. They were in the 60s just doing whatever with the numbers.
They had a cocaine budget though.
Oh,
Right,
oh,
cocaine.
I
no, there's like scenes that are like, oh, you guys are on acid, and the music is also that weird, like psychedelic, fucking hippie rock. That
I would kind of.
Some of them were like, okay, I'm there with it. The other ones
Yeah.
were like, bloop, bloop, bloop,
That's
bloop,
why-
bloop, bloop,
Yeah.
bloop. It's like, what are you doing?
The sound design went to Looney Tunes after this.
That's why we need to go back in time and have Yoda Ruski make Dune, cause like for the casting process, he made the actors do acid to cast into
That's
that
actually
movie.
pretty sick.
Like it's like take this and
I'll see you in 30 minutes.
and action.
I like the outfits of the movie. I like the aesthetics of the movie. The
Yeah.
story's a little weird. I think I get the vibe they were going for. Let's talk about the homie Barbarella. Oh, there's also a Shelby pick. We're doing Shelby pick month.
Yeah.
and Shelby picked this one.
Is Stripperella then like a
A silly play off of Barbarella. I think.
Is it really?
right?
Starring
Pamela Anderson?
Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
Where she's a superhero who's also a stripper.
That
Is it-
tracks. Okay. Never saw it.
That's a good commentary video. I gotta remember that.
Yeah, that'll be one. That's a
Um,
win.
So this kind of makes me want to get
It was
into
an
this
animated
old
show.
like, because this is like, did you ever guys like watch the old Flash Gordon? Like this movie
No.
exists in like fucking Planet of the Apes. The first one came out this year, and so did 2001: A Space Odyssey. So like they're getting really deep into the
Into
sci-fi
space.
shit.
Yeah.
9 years from now, Star Wars drops.
When
when
does Lost in Space come?
When did
I thought it was a TV
we-
show, right?
No, there's an old movie, and then they did a more recent movie in like the 90s, and then they did a show which got
No.
three
So
seasons, I think.
originally it was a TV show. I think.
When
from,
was
like,
Oh,
the
okay.
The fucking 60s as well.
When was the moon landing? 60. Was it
somebody else Google the moon landing?
It
Chris.
never happened. It's a lie. No, I don't know.
1967 is when.
So there-
the
So
main
there you go.
cast of the
That
movie
that
was
kind of
up.
explains it. We were real spacey and
Moon landing was
we
1969.
were all thinking about space and being all existential and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
Apollo 11, July 16th.
We're like the
So-
world of possibilities. If only they knew that NASA's been defunded and we'll never know
Right.
what's out there because
NASA
needs more
apparently
money.
that's not important.
Um,
God damn it! I
That's
missed.
because Earth
man,
is flat.
God damn it! I missed the '90s, dude. It was all about space and dinosaurs. It was the best fucking time to space, dinosaurs,
Dinosaurs.
and yo-yos.
Bro,
I
96.
had the best childhood.
I swear. Oh
Bro.
my God, yo-yo competitions were at
Bro.
a peak.
Bro, did the
X-Brain?
yo-yo guys ever come to your school and just do yo-yos at your
Yo,
school?
No, but you
we
know what
were
was also sick?
we were the yo-yo
Yeah.
guys. I had an X-Brain and a Firestorm in my
I could
pocket.
do that thing where like I was like
I
put
was
a
dual
put a
wielding
quarter
this
in your
bitch.
ear and I'm gonna knock it out by doing a yo-yo trick around the world, and I was doing that shit.
So what do you guys think about?
There should be a yo-yo anime. There probably
There
is.
probably is.
Huh?
What do you guys think about the homie Barbarella? How is she as a character? I guess
She's
aside from
cool.
her occasional.
She was
fainting.
cool. I wish she made it into the Marvel universe somehow. Just I don't
She's
know.
a comic book character. so.
Right? She could do it. Just Barbarella. What are we gonna do with her?
I liked her gun that the hilt was a hand that held onto her arm while she shot it. That was actually pretty cool. It was cool. It was cool design. Caddy, what did you think about this young lady?
She was really cool. I did not like a spaceship.
Yeah.
The hair, it was too much hair. I was like, how do you clean this?
This is the spaceship, Mickey. On the inside, it's a shaggin' wagon.
It
Hell yeah.
is an actual shack.
The president calls her directly, and she's butt naked, and they have a conversation.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
because everybody had a van with a shag rug back then. You know.
But no, I like her as a character. And the one thing I didn't like or didn't understand is the ending. Because they
They killed everybody.
fucking all
Mhm.
die, right?
Yeah.
It blew up everything.
The labyrinth people all die.
Yeah.
Like, and then the only people alive are fucking
Her and
Pygar.
Birdman, Yeah.
and
Mickey, you don't know. But this is
Barbarella
Pygar.
and the Great Tyrant.
The blind angel.
Yeah, and an angel is love. He gets crucified briefly.
Yeah.
They uncrucify him though. Decrucify the
Yeah.
angel now, or I'll melt your face. And she
Yeah.
goes, "Oh God, no, not my face."
All right, so
It's a whole sentence. That's
need-
a
I
whole
need to-
sentence.
I
said in
need
this
to-
movie.
So is she like a fucking white savior coming to this planet to
A Loki.
eliminate one threat, but then she destroys the entire planet's population and saves the one fucking
Well,
tyrant
she
person.
can't be a white savior if there's no people of color in the movie.
Yeah, she
There was
just
one.
saving more white people.
Was there one?
You said there was one. I didn't see them.
I don't know. I saw a vaguely brown guy. I think he counted. He might have just been a really tan
Either
Italian
way,
dude who did shit
it
in Italy.
doesn't. It's not like
Yeah.
it's the sentiment of a person from not this planet comes to this planet to save them.
Yeah. I think
And then ends up in the process exploding the planet and saving the tyrant.
yeah.
Like what?
I love how when
you know why
she-
you guys aren't like fully understanding it? Because you didn't watch it as it was meant to be watched.
Yeah,
Well,
probably
pure
not.
acid.
On acid.
Right on,
Which is what I'm gonna do.
I'm now showing Mickey the scene where they're smoking a man who's inside of a hookah, and they call it Essence of Man.
Yeah.
She literally
He's
tries to blend in with
peeing
these
in
people
there.
by
Yeah,
smoking.
oh, for sure.
He's peeing and shitting in there.
Yeah, he's like a fish boy.
And she liked it when she did it.
She hit that shit.
It looked
So
refreshing.
is this Jankum then?
And then Duran Duran comes over and is like, "Hey, How did you escape the birds? Like he just sees her immediately.
Yeah,
It's schlocky, but I like it, man. I just like that. I don't know, like
It was written by, it seems like, a group of friends in one room, all on one drug, and they were all yes men for each other.
and they were horny as shit.
Yeah. And then she fucks him. Yeah, but he's like a bird person. No, an angel. Yeah. All right, and then we're gonna make him blind.
Hell.
Why would an angel be blind? Who cares?
Right? Like, oh yeah, she's like, can you fly me over there? She keeps me like, yeah, that thing over there, and he's like, dog, he can't.
They
fucking
should have
see."
named.
Some of the first few things she says to him is, "Look at my ship."
right.
He can't.
As soon as he showed up, he was doing the acting that's blind. I was like, oh, that guy's blind. Yeah. I don't know. You know how people act blind.
Yeah.
He's
You
just
know, like-
looking everywhere else. It's like, bro.
Then there's also a part at the
It's
end,
not how
Mickey,
blind
where
people
Duran
act.
Duran puts her inside of a giant sex piano, and he plays a bunch of keys, and he's trying to kill her, but she resists, and the machine explodes, and Duran
Yeah.
Duran's like,
Yeah. He's like, you were just too much for the machine.
The guy's name is Duran Duran.
Duran Duran, yeah.
yeah.
And did Duran Duran exist, or is Duran Duran?
Duran
named-
Duran is from the 80s. Duran Duran probably 100% got their name from this fucking movie. I'd have to imagine.
Dr. Duran Duran.
Duran Duran. So I was singing "Hungry Like the Wolf" like every 10 seconds while we were watching. And I'm hungry like the wolf.
I think the machine exploded because of men's not understanding female orgasm at the time.
Oh.
Tracks.
Nice. Okay, I could see that.
It was a movie made by men who
Because
don't know
most
where the
men
clitoris
still
is.
don't understand exactly.
No, what women enjoy is being pounded to death as hard as possible.
Yeah, nope.
Just
no.
aimlessly.
All right, real quick.
As fast as possible.
John Taylor and Nick Rhodes formed Duran Duran in 1968 in Birmingham, England. Duran Duran is based off of the character from Barbarella.
Wow.
Literally, they were like, we saw Barbarella, we like that movie so much that
Does
we're
one
naming
of-
our band
and
Duran. the
Does
fuck
one of
Duran.
them play
Duran.
piano?
Maybe. I don't know what the fuck anybody. in
What if
Duran
they
Duran
all play
plays.
piano?
I know that's not the case. That'd be a weird band. The fucking 10 pianos on
Just a bunch of
stage.
keyboards.
All right, and so I guess the last thing to talk about the movie is what the fuck was it actually about?
That, you lost me.
You're gonna have to take acid to find out.
Yeah.
Love. They did mention love a lot.
They keep saying love. Yeah, I guess there was some sex.
angel is love.
It is at a time where in Standard Earth, instead of having sex, they take a pill and hold hands, and then I guess your hair gets all frilly and you orgasm.
Demolition Man and Coneheads both do that.
Only Coneheads. Never saw Demolition Man.
What? Did we
What?
do Demolition Man on the podcast?
No, we didn't. Yes, we did. Oh, it was on the podcast,
It
right?
was on the podcast.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
somebody
watched it.
wasn't here for that episode. You can't be forgetting Demolition Man.
Yeah, I don't remember
It's
Demolition
pretty.
Man.
It's got Wesley Snipes in
Wesley
it.
Wesley Snipes.
got overalls and blonde hair and he keeps saying Simon Says.
Sylvester Stallone, Sandra Bullock,
Sandra Bullock.
Taco Bell.
God.
Taco Bell's like the biggest restaurant ever.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I have to see it again.
Fuck.
Son
All right,
of
I'm
a
gonna have to look it up
bitch.
to see if
No,
Spanish
that's
is
a
there for that.
crime. You
yeah,
need to
right.
watch it.
It's like it's one of the best, man.
That's a
Well,
great. That's a
Yeah.
great, just action schlock romp.
Yeah, but that's also how they have sex in that one with some like mind melding
Um,
stuff. Apparently, in the future, people just stop doing it the barbarian way, old
Just-
cheek slapping.
Getting back to the piano,
Yeah.
someone in the chat says he did blame her for breaking the organ.
Yeah, he did.
That's so funny.
That's shout outs to the home Jersey girl who said that.
Jersey girl.
I'm pretty sure that's how that's supposed to be read.
It's too tiny for me to see. I'm blind, so
3 seashells, Spidey. You don't remember the 3 seashells?
No.
The Normies. I have to look up Demolition Man to see if we actually did that demo.
We did.
So what
We did.
what the fuck is the movie about? Though, legitimately.
It's about
emancipation.
And here it is, Spidey. Us watching Demolition Man and
And
you
me
not being
not
there.
there. Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of sad about that because you would love it.
Yeah, it's a great
I'll
The
movie.
check it
movie's
out.
great. Female empowerment, sexual revolution, maybe just tripping through space. I
What
don't
was
fucking know.
that
Female
movie that we
empowerment.
saw recently with Emma Stone?
Poor Things.
Poor Things.
that
It's
movie.
kind of the way you guys are talking about it. It's kind of similar vibes.
Was
like
that the one where she
a female
was...
journey? And
Yeah.
she's kind of like just
Yeah.
kind of doing stuff, and
Yeah,
one thing
And-
leads to another.
it feels fun. I think it felt like a fun movie. Well, fun to watch. Like Jane Fonda. Apparently, she hated making the movie. Like
I could see that because she seemed ditzy. Like, it was weird. It
Like,
didn't...
At some point, she must have been like, "So, am I fucking in every scene? Like, what's happening?
Like,
What's happening here? What are we doing?"
she seems like too much of the damsel in the movie.
And
a
all
lot
the
of
dudes
time.
are like,
yeah.
Yeah,
it's
I mean, isn't that-
overplayed.
That's what
It
women do.
is overplayed.
Overacted.
I'm worried that maybe it was just a point in time
Yeah, no. For the time, it was. It's exactly what I
Yeah.
would expect out of the movie.
Yeah.
And to round this out, Marquetta was talking shit about me talking shit about this Jane Fonda photo shoot
Yeah.
in Playboy in '66. There you go.
Okay.
Use the arrow
So
keys
nobody
to
else
dumb
is
through
doing this?
that.
Can we not
Wait,
put it on
talking
screen?
You
shit
mean
as
put
it-
naked women on screen in
As
the
in,
middle of this thing?
as in, you
Yes.
don't like this photo shoot?
Yeah, I think the photo shoot's just all right.
Okay, it literally looks like she doesn't even know she's being photographed.
Yeah, it's kind of candid. Photo shoots mid. It looks like all behind the scenes pics.
Yeah.
This
Jane
literally
Fonda
looks
movie.
like a paparazzi shoot.
It does look like that.
So,
Oh, there you go. There's,
your boy
there's
said
a,
it was
there's
mid.
A little, there's a
I
little
say that's what I was talking about.
Excuse me,
It's
this
a bit
is a
mid.
great photo.
That's not
Okay, no, that photo slaps.
That one, there's some planning there, but the other ones is just like she's just in the yard.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
she's getting ready to go to do this shoot. Like,
It seems like they hired a
A creep.
new photographer or a
And
creep.
they're like,
or
like,
it
what
was the
aesthetic
guy
do you want? They're like, I don't know, go hide in the bushes.
or they saw the photographer quote and he's like, I can do it myself,
Yeah.
dude.
It's just all right.
My,
So,
my nephew can do it for 50.
oh god, not nephew Greg out
Oh.
here shooting Jane Fonda. So, with that being said, here we are at the very end, and we have to discuss which movie we're gonna watch next.
It's between Snowpiercer, which apparently we can't watch because
Snowpiercer.
someone said we might react to it.
Man, that's not gonna be
And-
fun.
you better react to it within a month.
That's
Yeah.
literally not. I
not
say
gonna
stick
put it
with
on the schedule.
Snowpiercer.
We're not gonna.
I would
could
say
you just sneak it on?
Can you just put it, just sneak it on the
I
schedule?
don't.
There's
do
other
the
people
movies.
than just us four. There'll be
Oh,
a
you know
there'll
what?
be
This
a
guy's not even on the channel. He
there'll
can
be a
fucking-
fresh crowd. Yeah, I'm not on the. Yeah,
It's just the three of us.
Yeah.
Oh, and me and Marquez have both seen it already.
there's a fresh
We're
crowd.
only losing one person.
Yeah, we're
Oh, I haven't
yeah.
seen it.
I say Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer it is.
No.
Yeah.
The movie or the
Down for
show?
that.
The movie.
The movie.
You have to binge the.
Oh, it's so good.
Snowpiercer's a really
Captain
good one.
America's in it.
Have you seen it?
Wait. Then
I've seen
Pat
the
will be
trailer.
here. I won't be here, so Pat will also be the one.
I won't be here.
Oh, you won't be here, so I will be here.
Yeah.
Again.
I don't know who's gonna be here. Pat's gonna be here.
It's going to be Mickey Pat.
Listen. All right, so let's do the math real quick. We do a reaction to Snowpiercer. We've got Runna. We've got Surge. We've got Navi. All right, those
Yeah.
three haven't seen it.
I'll watch
And
it
then
again. I only watched it once.
We get one or two vets on there that's seen it. That's a 5 round out. I think it's good. So yeah,
Yeah.
we'll watch Snowpiercer.
Yeah, I bet.
All right, Snowpiercer it is.
Snowpiercer, the movie.
The movie.
About a.
Isn't it train?
Okay, I've seen the trailer, so let me guess what the movie's about.
Okay.
It's about a perpetual train that's driving through
The Mugen Train.
Antarctica,
And it's delivering packages.
and it's real cold.
for Christmas.
And Captain America's there,
as Santa.
and politics.
All right.
Exactly.
Maybe those things might happen. Maybe they won't. You guys just need to watch Snowpiercer right along with us. I'm going to send a message right now to the bot to tell him what the next movie is.
You be messaging the bot?
I got a message to bot. Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer. I had no idea we could message the bot.
Piercer movie. All right. The bot has been messaged. Chris spelled Snowpiercer wrong. I'm going to send it anyway. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out at the Talking Normies podcast movie. We're getting ready to go out to Runna's wedding. We're trying our hardest to get there on time because if we're late, we will piss off Runna and she'll be big sad.
Big sad.
So we're going to get out of here
We'll have to swim to the boat.
to the boat.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Wait, so is today is it is fancy attire? Fancy attire? We're fancy attire,
The wedding's not today. The wedding's
Today is what the fuck did she say?
or is it boat
Fucking
attire?
Fancy casual or some shit?
Yeah. Oh
She-
no, modern.
Modern
vintage.
No,
Gatsby.
modern vintage is
Modern
tomorrow.
Gatsby.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck
I'm
with
just wearing a
Today-
fucking suit.
Today is
That's modern and vintage.
casual chic.
Casual chic.
I hate it all.
Fuck, she said casual chic was for today?
Yes.
I
Ooh,
don't even know if I
okay.
got the right pants for this.
I got
I
the
don't know
right
what that
shirt, but
means.
not the right.
Today is
Bottoms.
casual
I'm just gonna get a
chic.
shirt on the way
So ripped ass jeans and a blouse.
Is
Okay.
jeans? That's okay for a boat.
Casual chic.
No one's swimming. We're
No,
not
we're not
swimming.
on the boat again today. I thought we were only on the boat
We're not
tomorrow.
on a
The
boat.
boat's
We are.
tomorrow.
Oh my god! Do you guys not read?
No.
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 She sent an itinerary. I was like, where are the slides? What is this?
Today
pictures.
we are going to a restaurant
Uh-huh.
as just like a dinner type of deal
Okay.
with the wedding party.
Okay.
And then tomorrow night
Uh-huh.
we're going to the reception, which is on a boat,
Uh-huh.
Tight.
which is the modern vintage.
Wait,
Okay.
reception before the wedding?
There's no
We're not going to be there for the wedding. We're not
There's
going to be there for
the
the
wedding-
Yeah,
ceremony.
the reception's after.
the ceremony is happening privately with
Mhm.
just like family.
Serge is going to be there.
and Surge is ordained to get
yeah,
them
he's
married.
officiating.
All right.
Dressed
Like, why do I have
Mickey
to
dressed
say?
like Runner's ex.
Just wear a hat and be like, damn, that's not a kid show.
All right, y'all. Stick around, or don't stick around, but make sure you check this video out. Make sure you watch it if you're listening to this for your first time over on any of the podcast places
Spotify
like
and such?
Spotify or iTunes. Let it be known that this is also a live thing that we do over on Twitch. You can catch us live, or you can watch it on YouTube, or you can listen to it wherever you're listening to it at right now. Also, for anybody here who wants to re-listen to it, you can check this podcast out on Spotify or iTunes, or all the podcast places. We will see y'all later.
Bye. Are we rating or no?